There's an analogy I learned in South India. There's a bird called a crane. White feathers, long beak, stands on one leg in a stream of water, looking down for food. And so many little fish are passing. Dozens and dozens of little fish, hundreds of little fish, thousands of little fish. The crane observes, lets them pass. When a big fish comes, he eats it and feasts. Now, I don't eat fish, but the analogy is appropriate. He's keeping his attention focused on what is actually significant and lets all the little things go. Unless we are focused on the higher principles, the more valuable things that are really in our lives, then we're easily distracted by every single little fish, and we never find the big one. It's so easy to see a little pebble as a mountain, unless we're focused on a real mountain. Because Anandamayo Bhyashat, everyone is seeking pleasure, everyone is seeking meaning. Unless we're focused on deep issues, then we will be obsessed with little things. And this is especially true with relationships. I often cite an example of my own mother and father. When I was about 8 years old, my mother told me as I was sitting on her bed that everyone loves your father and everyone loves me, but we do not love each other. We have decided we're going to separate. Now, as a little child, I couldn't even fathom that idea. My parents don't love each other and they're separating. I was so disoriented, so brokenhearted by hearing that I couldn't say a word. I just sat and cried. My mother was shocked to see my reaction. She didn't know what to say. And I got up and I ran out the door, down the hall, down the stairs, through the living room, out the door, and ran for blocks and blocks and hid in some bushes. This was almost 60 years ago. I waited a few hours, and then I saw my father's car coming down the road, and I knew he was coming home, and I knew my mother was going to tell him what happened and my reaction. So after he went in the door, I secretly snuck in the back door. And when he went into his bedroom to meet my mother, and they closed the door, I secretly put my ear to the door, because I wanted to hear what they were going to discuss. My mother told my father what she said and what happened. There was complete silence. And then I heard them both say, for the sake of our children, we are going to make this work. It wasn't easy for them. They struggled, but they had a higher principle than their own disagreements. They had a big fish to focus on. And over the years, it was hard work for them, I know. But I saw perhaps the most united, loving relationship between two people that I had seen. They earned it by focusing on the higher principle. They let all the little things pass. And my own guru, Srila Prabhupada, I remember he was giving a talk at a marriage. And he gave an analogy about Mahatma Gandhi. He said, he's quoting from Mahatma Gandhi's autobiography, I believe. One time, Gandhi and his wife had a serious argument. And Gandhi got angry and said, "Get out from here." So his wife left. And she sat out on the street in front of the house for some hours. And then Gandhi came out and he saw his wife still there. He says, "What are you still doing here?" And she said, "I have nowhere to go." And he said, "All right, let's just forget it. And she said, yes, let's just forget it. And Srila Prabhupada explained, when we have disagreements, if we have a higher purpose that we're recognizing of why we're together, then we can easily, or maybe not easily, but we understand the necessity of forgetting all these little things.